Live. We appear to be... Hell yeah. Can I pull this up over here? Not very well. I won't do that right now. Hi. Welcome back with Galaxy Princess Zorana, the beta. This is still in development, so I haven't updated it since the last time I played last week, because I don't know if that will destroy my save file. So we are in exactly the same phase of development that we were last week. But yeah, I was hoping to... What I wanted to do was set up a way so that I could have my charts on screen as I'm making them, so I thought I could do it on my iPad, and I have not found a way to do that yet. But what I can do is a whole bunch of other things. For starters, what I did off screen in between last week and now was these things. So I went through and I found, and I didn't know this, I just got it by accident, but if you get your intrigue to 100, it just shows you everything for everyone all the time. So I went through and I made notes of who's allies with who, and I think some of this may change through the course of a run, because Lucamere, when I started, had a lot less allies, and then when I checked him later, he had a lot more, so his allies might literally just be the people voting for him. But everyone's enemies, I think, are fairly consistent. Obviously, you yourself can make more enemies, and we will. I think we have in our run. I also went through and wrote down all of the stats that they give you if they're your advisors, so that's cool. The only spiritual advisors we can have are the priestess and the child. The child does not give us, he gives us 50 spiritual. I'll look at these charts in more detail, because what I also have set up is... Oh, I need this gone. That's the wrong browser. Let me get right here. That's where I want to be. Yeah. Spreadsheets. Okay. So, I've got the relationships in one tab. All that. And then I've got this here, and I made a note of who the best advisor in each stat is, and some of these are people who hate each other, so I don't know if you can get all of them. Interestingly enough, a lot of the Tharkin characters are the highest in their field. Like, we got a bunch of really good advisors here in, like, Raid, Ozara, and Lorcus. Just off the top of the bat, you make a beeline for Tharkus and you're good. And everybody in Mirka is not very good. I feel like I grab Ixal every time because you can't negotiate her into voting for you. That I've found a way to do. Even if she loves you, she will just hold steadfast to her principles, which, you know, that's cool. Her stats suck, so why am I bothering with her? Or with Milan and Zolot, who immediately make a beeline for Lucamere anyway. These characters are not useful. But Zolot is cute, so that's enough, I think. I like to do it. I want to get a chance to do his quest at some point. It's not super hard. But, you know. And we've got a couple other Peru characters down here. Grajdana, incredibly good. I don't think I can get her because I think I got the cat, who is okay at bureaucracy, not great. So yeah, I've marked in yellow the 45 to 55, because that's a decent range, especially for a starting advisor, but ideally you want to grab one of these green ones. Radomil being the #1 galactic relations is crazy to me. He's kind of, he's the surfer dude on Heru 3. He's also, I believe, very frequently an ally of Lucamere. He doesn't start out that way, but he seems to go quite quickly. So he's kind of annoying to get. So I honestly probably would start with Xenia and then just train it myself. And also she's cute, so why would you not? Nepotism is good sometimes. Vodder is fairly decent. I don't think I've ever grabbed him because he usually will just vote for you outright. Mirelle is the woman on Mirka 2, the historian. She's good at history. Not the best at history. The best at history is apparently Rate in Arcus 1. You can also do bureaucracy. And yeah. There was one woman. Kadar is good at bureaucracy and also economics. But I have never got her to like me once. She hates me so bad. She's the, what are they called? Theron? The Tharkin and the bird race. We'll get into it. She's the one with the glasses. She's super cute, but she hates me a lot. But that's all I've got so far. I want to chart all the stat requirements for the personal quests, which I may also have to, well, it depends on how much I'm going to play this, because if I could keep playing this and literally just stream me making these charts, but it takes a lot of time. And it's faster if I'm not doing it, so we'll see how it goes. I might switch over to a new game next week instead, because I do like playing the blind playthroughs, but my real passion is games like this, where I can make a spreadsheet of a bunch of numbers that mean nothing to anybody. Let's stop looking at that, and let's start looking at some aliens. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Well, it tells me that every day. You're just gonna have to maintain smooth streaming anyway. Am I connected? I am. My signal is not great. If I move this. Moving it did something. Alright, I'm just gonna jump into it, because I can't do anything about the connection. I've tried. Where did we leave off? We were on turn 25. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so this is Radomil. He's the best in galactic relations, apparently. He hates us. Eve hates us. I don't know what I did to make Eve hate me. Let me check her relationships. It's probably Krovos. Is he my secret or my real? He is my secret economics. Who do I have right now, actually? Let me take a look. It's been a week. We've got Soyan in science. He's great. He's making us go so fast. Krovos is pretending to be our economics, but he's giving us a big fat 0. He is secretly our spiritual advisor. That is the child here. Imperial history. Oh. I don't know what changed. Quest failed, but he's on our thing, so that's fine. Yeah, he's giving us 0. All of his stats are 0 except for spirituality. His a child who picked one special interest and went for it and has not learned any other things. Stoyan likes us, apparently. I think he usually hates us. Maybe he likes us specifically because we recruited him. I don't know. Lottie hates us for good reason. We did fire a woman to put her on our team, and also fired our BFF. But why does Eve hate us? It is probably literally just Krovos. Eve and Krovos are enemies, I believe. She is actively hostile, so will she even talk to me? She will not talk to me. She will not return my calls. I kind of wanted to try to marry her. So, oopsie. Okay. These two won't talk to me, which sucks because I did just fire my galactic relations advisor, and I would love to grab him instead. Bruneka, what are you good at? Let me look at her skills real quick. She is okay at media. Do I have a media? I do. I have Vasily. Oh, do I want to keep Vasily? I need somebody in this sector. Everybody hates me. Okay, so he wants to go anyway. That's good. It is time for him to go home. Oh, he takes your hand and brushes his lips over the back of your fingers. So cute. We will not be marrying you this run, unfortunately. Reneka, please return my calls. Please, please, please. I am willing to give you a role within the Celestial Ministry. Now that's a tasty offer. Oh yeah, this is the scary woman. She keeps live clams on her neck. What role were you picturing me in? You, that's it. I will have my climate and dietary preferences forwarded. Not the only person who says something like this. Very, very interesting. She won't need my input. Well, that's fine. So now I have a media skill of 50. I believe Vasily was only giving me 30. Both of the students give you 30. 50 is okay. Let me do a survey real quick. Your media skills allow you to quickly judge the opinions of all electors in a sector, or at higher levels, the Empire as a whole. Okay. With a single social action. Estimating your levels of support can help you plan your campaign strategy. How well you can judge opinions will depend on your media skill level, or if you have a high empathy skill. I don't remember if we do, I can check that. You may do a better job of judging impressions by talking to people, but that takes more time. So I can't do an Imperial poll, and my sector poll will be middling, but... Oh. That's what a sector poll does. I knew that. So thanks. Thanks, Bruneka. Super, super useful. What skill? 25, and I have not touched emotion. But I have some decent advisors. Everybody that I have is 50 or above. That's good. My oh, that's right. I maxed out galactic relations, so I don't need that nerd. Anyway, what I need is economics. We're in the later part of the game where it's going to be a struggle just to survive. I don't think I'm going to win the election. I think I've made a lot of enemies. And I couldn't even do the spaceship thing because the guy wouldn't call me back, right? That's right, that's where we were. We have the option to go compliant. What does compliant do? I should write all these things down. I can't do that when I'm compliant. Guns? Guns. There is a... In my test runs, I kept dying to a very specific skill check that was guns related, so I might try and grab some just in case. Alright. We are in Heru 2. I don't remember where we've been. Have we not been to Tharkus? We don't have any votes there. We've been to Drog, obviously. We have the science guy. We've been to Mirka, both of them. I'm gonna go to Tharkus. We missed our party last time, I think. Some more pleasant business today. Ooh, okay. The Heavenly Palace will be hosting a performance of Heart of Ice by the Ascoldian State Opera Company. We didn't do any music stats, so we don't know what an opera is. Crazy. Emperor Dragosin was quite the aficionado. This gala performance has been in planning for half of 5M. 5M is... 5 years? I don't remember. Can I get my... oh yeah, that's right. I can't get to my codex from the dialogue, which is crazy, right? I hope that's one of the updates that they add in a way to get there right from the codex, because the dialogue is where I would expect to need that the most. Like, I can get to my moods and my skills, which is great, but it would be cool if there was a codex button as well. He never talked to me about anything. My dad hated me. This work was one of his favorites. Many palace members will treat it as an unofficial memorial. That's fair. I'm gonna have to give a speech, that's right. My rhetoric is not great, but I think it's more important to me that I don't die. Okay, I am student level in dart guns. I can't do a whole... Oh, hey. Will you talk to me yet? Please? Please call me. Okay. He will not talk to me. That's kind of fucked up. Oh, I can talk to my baby son. Which will keep me at compliant, which I'm already at, so maybe not. Cinepart is now voting for Leucomere. Fucked up. Fun thing that I didn't realize until I was doing my stat grinding run. There's a way to, if you don't adopt that baby, you might have to run against the baby. Isn't that fucked up? The woman that we met once at the start of this run that I had never seen before, the Hurricane woman with the green hair, my dad's concubine, because she was, there's a weird, I'm probably not going to see it unless I do another run specifically for that, so I'm probably not going to show that on stream. So check out the game as soon as it's out. This game rules. Because she was legally his concubine, if she marries somebody, if she has a child close enough to his death, that child is legally the child of one of his concubines, which means it is in his inheritance, even though it had nothing to do with him. So the fact that the child is claimed to be his son is not even actually relevant. Obviously, she uses that as a selling point to get people to vote for the baby. But legally, it's just because it's her child. She adopts that child herself, and she puts him in the running. So you can run against the baby. Here we are. It's Heart of Ice. It's an epic tragedy telling the tale of two lovers, a Merkin woman and a Murrow man. They wish to marry, but a jealous Mao witch comes between them. She sacrifices all her power to banish the woman into the spirit realm for as long as the man's heart remembers her. I don't care about the plot details. Fucked up. By the end, everyone has died of despair and been frozen for all eternity. Operas are just like that sometimes. I want to try. I want to try to make a speech. I have an election to win after all. Oh, good. Okay. Practice. That's all I needed. We stand here in the Heavenly Palace, the heart of the Celestial Empire, to celebrate one of our many great art forms, the opera. Here we celebrate our history, our civilization, our education, our refinement. The Empire is like a living thing, always growing, always changing, but held together by the backbone of tradition. We honor the past even as we reach for the future. We sit down to the sounds of polite approval. Okay, so people are fine with that. The performance is lavish, the musician is skilled, but it goes on for a long, long time, and I don't care about music, apparently, so I just have to pretend that I'm having fun. Oh, the Jubilee is next turn, that's right. That's the other thing we have to prepare for, is my dead dad's birthday party, where I will probably get assassinated. So let me grab some more of those dart guns. I also want Determined and Excited for reflexes. I mean, truly I should be working on these skills, but I think it's more important not to die. If I die, then what am I going to do with all my empathy? I am now level 50 in darts. Okay, we are in... Are any of you... You are already voting for my enemy. You two are good. Ozara, what are you good at? Let me just switch back to my chart and I will look. She is good at economics and bureaucracy. I think I can't take her for anything, unfortunately. Yes, I already have that. The only thing I need is Galactic, and I don't need any more advisors. I mean, if I want somebody, I can put them on Galactic anyway, and it won't matter. But let's talk to Ray. I want to see if he will vote for me. The time for the election has not yet arrived. I've not settled in any dirt. What can I do to help your decision? Are you offering me a bribe? Absolutely not. I would never do that. I support the stability and prosperity of the Celestial Empire. Okay? Alright, that didn't help me much. But he does still like us. Ozara does not. What can I do for you? He didn't even give me a quest. This is so fucked up. Ozara, what are you at? Let's talk. She doesn't even look at me. I need the support of my electors. Will you pledge your loyalty to me? No. Duh. What can I do? Be competent. A child without a degree or accomplishment is not fit to rule. Fair point. Give me a test. Try Ooh, okay. Try passing the Tharkin Civil Service exam. I'm gonna flip to my page on her. She wants me to pass a test. And I love stats. Most palace servants don't have to pass any such exam. Only the ones who want to be respected. Fair. Cooks, cleaners, guards, and any number of other people who work in the Heavenly Palace are imperial servants, but not civil servants. They have nothing to do with the workings of government. I don't expect you'll manage it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to talk to somebody about the Kenya line. Oh. She probably doesn't like me, but I've got a quest. Love to have a quest. Why does my pencil hate me? And I will transfer all these notes onto my spreadsheet once I have something to transfer, which is not right now. Just making a note that we will need to do this. And I can give that a try right now. Do I have the time for it? I do. Why am I... Oh, my microphone was on the arrow key. Let's see... have anything else to do in this sector? Not really, because he likes me, but he won't promise his vote to me, and he is not voting for me. I think I'm going to do her quest. Common applicants for the Tharkin Civil Service exam would have to report to an official testing center on a scheduled date then sweat through the forms while whip-wielding invigilators patrol the desks. Who are, of course, far from common. You can fill this test out in your room. Hell yeah. Language proficiency, spelling, vocab, analogies, reading comprehension, and essay writing. Rhetoric and dramatic. So we are bad at things. Braggart is to modesty as candidate is to ambition. That doesn't sound right. Because braggart and modesty are we stupid, chat? Media, okay, student, media graduate. The second major section of the test covers math and literacy. Not differential calculus, but multiplication, division, reading graphs and tables, and extracting information from blocks of data. Ooh, pilot. I have that. For a completely different quest that we failed the shit out of. Operations. And what level did I need to be at? Practiced. Practiced something. Next, slightly smaller section covers the structure and procedures of the government of the Celestial Empire as a whole, with an emphasis on devolved Tharkan powers. Bureaucracy practiced. So having, our media advisor did not give us good stats in that first one, but our bureaucracy advisor gave us that, so that's good. We're doing okay. Is this going to be enough to pass, though? The Imperial Comitia is made up of the College of Electors, the Divine College, and the General College. If I didn't know that, at this stage in the election, I would not deserve to win. Small section covers contemporary history, okay? Events from the past 5M that affect the current well-being of the Empire. Internal issues, intrigue, or imperial history. Burundi isn't good enough to pass this test. I needed to be an expert or history practiced. I would expect history to be more important than intrigue. An increase in unrest in the Hero system over rumors that Imperial funding was denied for a terraforming project on ideological grounds rather than economic. Okay. Okay, so this is basically testing all of our major advisor skills. So if we get here with all of our advisors, which we have most of our advisors, I'm going to pass this for sure because I, for some reason, have 100 in galactic relations. I don't remember why I did that. I only needed practiced. This is interesting. I don't need to make any choices. A lot of the other quests involve choices. This is literally just a knowledge test. That's really interesting. And it is too bad that I couldn't grab her 75 in economics instead of Kravos's 0, because spirituality has sure been important this run. No, Azara rules. This is a very good quest. I love this. Definitely not something you can do early game. If you go to Tharkas early game, you would probably just grab her for economics. Labor conflicts at the Chuk's spherical mines threaten to disrupt transit, which could infect Imperial trade. 2 optional aptitude sections for special placement. Mechanical reasoning. Engineering practice. I don't know. Oh, I must have gotten that for the space guy. But I have that. Assuming constant gravity, the speed of the leak decreases as the water level is lower, because less remaining mass exerts less pressure. Military strategy. I don't have a military advisor. Military graduate. Love that. Well, I would have him if he would return my calls. I studied and everything, and he just won't let me do it. As long as you have more forces than the other guy, you win, right? Cool. what I got from this is that Zorana is not very smart unless she has people telling her what to say. Really funny. We probably should have just retired, gone somewhere else, lived with our friends. Do we need to win this election, really? Okay. The Heavenly Palace has often had need for rush processing of special candidates. The scorers don't know that this candidate is a princess. I think we did pretty good. Qualification. Bureaucracy practiced. I'm writing this one down even though this clearly doesn't matter. I met the minimum standards to be hired for a junior level position. It's not the best possible result, but she only asked you to demonstrate basic competence, right? We're not going to get better results. I didn't think you'd do it. Do I have your vote? No. Of course we don't. We didn't do that good. Meeting the minimum requirements does not prove that you're qualified to rule off. Don't put me on. Can you let me in? I hate YouTube so bad. Okay, I believe I'm connected. And if I'm not, well, that's not my fault. I don't know who... Jesus Christ.